نعم طريقتنا الصحيحة والخير في الجميع يجب أن akşamdan başlar.
This evening, the holy month of Rajab will be starting.
Şeyler Rajab'dan Rajab'ın özelliği ve bir başlatıyor.
And with the beginning of the holy month of Rajab, the three sacred months will beginning, which are the sacred months of Rajab, Shaban and Ramadan. However, the month of Rajab has another specialty.
Haram aylarından biridir.
It belongs to the 4 haram months.
Recep, Sultanu, Haram, 4 ay.
There are 4 haram months, which are Rajab, Dhul Qa'dah, Dhul Hijjah, and Muharram.
Haram aylarıdır.
And the whole blessed month of Rajab is one of those 4 haram months.
Bunların özel şeyleri var.
And these months have special characteristics.
Recep'te bunlardan bahsedilir. Hem şeyler fazileti var, hem bu haram aylarının fazileti var.
And the holy month of Rajab has that speciality that it not only has the blessings of being one of these 3 sacred months, but at the same time it also has the blessings of being one of the 4 haram months.
Recep ayında bir fırsat bilip istifade etmek lazım.
Therefore, we should realize that this month of Rajab is an opportunity for us from which we should be benefiting.
Mübarek ayda
It is a sacred month,
bu geceden inşallah başlıyor.
and this sacred month will be starting this evening, tonight.
Gece akşamdan sonra Recep ayının 20 olur inşallah.
And inshallah, after Maghrib prayer, the sacred month of Rajab will have started tonight.
Tabii şeye bakmak lazım ama tabii insanlar nereden ayın çıktığını, nereden baktığını bile bilmez insan.
Of course, we follow the lunar calendar, and the beginning and the end of a month is determined through the shape of the moon.
Onun için tabii oluyoruz.
And however, we now live in a time when people don't even know where to look in order to see the moon. They don't know where the new moon arises, so we follow what our government says.
Hükümet, devlet ne diyorsa onu tabi oluyoruz. Onun
So we obey what our government has determined as the start of the month of Rajab.
inşallah Allah kabul eder.
And inshallah, may Allah Almighty accept us this way.
Bu kısmi halvet 1 saat, 2 saat ne kadar yapabilirse insan
And during the holy month of Rajab, it is the tradition to seclude oneself, and it is recommended to do a partial seclusion of 1 hour or 2 hours, how much one can do.
yapsın. Öteki halvete bu ara izin yok. Yani 40 gün doğrudan oturup da halvet riyazet yapmaya izin yoktur.
However, there is no permission to do a full seclusion, which means to retreat and seclude oneself for 40 days and to remain in one place for 40 days. There is no permission to do this 40 days seclusion.
Çünkü tahammül yok insanlarda.
Because people these days, they don't have the endurance and they don't have the patience to do so.
Onun için Allah Azze ve Celle merhametiyle kısmı olarak günde niyet eder. Hazreti niyet ettikçe akşam yapsa ikindi yapsa sabah teheccüden işraha kadar yaptım.
And however, Allah Almighty does not deprive us of the blessings of having made a seclusion during the holy month of Rajab. Therefore, He Almighty Allah offers us to do a partial seclusion, to do a seclusion just between prayer times. For example, to do seclusion between Maghrib and Isha, or between Tahajjud and Ishraq. And one may perform one obligatory prayer and then sit down and then may perform dhikr or fulfill his duties or instructions up until the next prayer time, and one may do this with the intention of having performed a seclusion. And by doing so, you will be receiving the rewards of having performed a seclusion, even though it is just a partial seclusion in between prayer times. Because it is the requirement to be, if you follow the Naqshbandi Tariqah, you must have performed seclusion. Without having performed seclusion, you cannot be a follower of the Naqshbandi Tariqah, and this is a way for us to perform seclusion. And Mawlana Shaykh Nazim said that this partial seclusion is tantamount to having performed a full seclusion. And this is what Mawlana Shaykh Nazim has told us and gave us the glad tidings, that to do a partial seclusion, just to do seclusion from one prayer time and wait and do dhikr up until the next prayer time and to do one's wazifa, is considered and will be rewarded as having performed a full seclusion. We now live in a time when people don't have the endurance or the patience, and they cannot manage or cope with difficulty. And this is why we now have this possibility of performing a partial seclusion as a mercy, and it is a mercy for the people of the end of times.
Bizim 99 yakıtlarında eksik yaparsanız bizim vesiletimiz var. Ahir zamanda gelip %1'ini bile yapsak onlara yeterli.
And our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said that he spoke to his companions, may Allah be pleased with them, and he said to them, if you only missed 1% of what you needed to do, even if you had performed 99%, it would not be enough. However, in the end of times, if people only did 1% of 100% and left out and missed the 99%, it would still be enough for them, only if they did 1%. That is the blessings and the glad tidings for the believers of the end of times. Therefore, we are thankful to Allah Almighty, and we are thankful for making things easy for us. And since things are made so easy for us, the least we should do is to do them.
Ondan sonra Perşembe, Kandil'de onunla tutup sonra da Perşembe, Pazartesi, Perşembe hatta fazla tutabilen kesin.
And of course, one other practice to be performed during the holy month of Rajab or throughout the sacred 3 months is to fast as much as one can. And one may fast every Monday and Thursday. One may start fasting on the first Thursday of this month. If one can do so, one can fast throughout the entire month or the entire 3 months. And there will be great blessings for you to be obtained through fasting in these months. There will be blessing for humanity to fast in this holy month of Rajab. And then there is, in addition to fasting, there's another practice to be performed, which is to perform 30 rakah within the month of Rajab.
her rekatta bir Fatiha, 11 İhlas,
So it is in total 30 rakah throughout the entire month of Rajab,
30 rekat,
and one needs to recite a Fatiha and 11 Ikhlas, and one may perform these 30 rakats of prayer, praying 2 rakah, and in total they must sum up to 30 rakah.
bütün ay için olur. Her gün hepsini birden kılmaya gerek yok.
And you don't need to perform these 30 rakah each day or in a single time. You may spread these 30 rakats throughout the entire month of Rajab.
Bir günde bir 2 rekat kılsan, böyle faziletini kazanmak için
So for example, you may perform 2 rakah every second day in order to receive the blessings of these 30 rakah.
olur. Tesbihatı var. Subhanallah, her 10 günde değişik. Onların zaten yazılı olarak talimat var, onu yaparsın.
And there's also a special dhikr to be performed throughout the holy month of Rajab, which is different every 10 days. There's a special dhikr to be performed every 10 days, and these instructions, they will be written out so that people can read.
Allah mübarek eylesin.
May Allah Almighty bless this holy month of Rajab for us.
Mübarek olsun. Hayırlara vesile olsun inşallah. İmanımıza kuvvet.
May this be a blessed month for us, and may it be the means for our strength, for our faith, iman, to increase.
Müslümanlara hidayet olsun. Onlara
And may it be the source of guidance to people,
muhafaza olsun şeytan şerrinden.
and may it be a protection for the believers from the evil of shaitan,
Ahiret olan şeylerin fitnelerden muhafaza olsun.
and may this blessed month be a protection for us from all kinds of evil, badness, and malice of the end of times.
Allah mübarek eylesin.
May this be a blessed month, and may it be for us the reason to reach Mahdi alayhi salam,
İnşallah daha da güzel günler olur inşallah. İmtihan günleri. İnşallah Mehdi Aleyhisselam'la güzel günler olur inşallah.
and we now live in difficult times of being tested, and there are good days ahead of us with Mahdi alayhi salam, and may we reach those beautiful days with Mahdi alayhi salam.
Allah hepimize nasip etsin.
May Allah Almighty allow us to reach those days with Mahdi alayhi salam to all of us.
Allah. Al-Fatih.